Oh
It's the
shit!
crew. It's the crew. The crew is here.
Oh man, we back. We back, man. Oh shit! I gotta add them on here. All right, man. How was everybody's weekend, man?
It's uneventful for me, man. Nothing really going on. What about y'all cats? What's the story?
Hey, whoever want to go, man.
Yeah.
NAACP ball went great. Like I say, man, it's all rehearsal work now. Yeah.
So
Hey,
how was that though?
man, a real laid back event. They took up a lot of money, of course, but also too, and it's TSU homecoming weekend in the city right now. So it's so much stuff going on in Nashville right now. Every ain't nothing but traffic, fish sandwiches, and parties going on right now. So it's something to do all night long right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Traffic, fish sandwiches, and party. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's what's going on right now. Traffic, fish sandwiches, and parties. If you ain't never been to a HBCU homecoming, hey, you don't know what you're missing.
Hey man, I used to go to Lincoln, man. And when I say I used to go there, I used to hang out up that joint all the time. I used to be up there so much, man, they thought I was a student, man.
Yeah. Dig that.
Yeah, man. It was pretty cool, man. We was I just went to a game, man. I went to the Georgetown, who's the mother boy? Georgetown and oh man, what's that damn college, man? Morgan State.
Yeah. Oh man, I had a good time out there in Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan just had their homecoming last week, I believe.
Right.
I miss Morgan, man. I miss Morgan State, man.
Yeah. I used to be at them joints all the time, man, hanging out at them colleges, man. Back when I was a young fella, man. I was a young fella then, man.
You can never go wrong with some fried chicken thighs or some real thighs.
Yeah.
Do what? Fried chicken thighs.
Yeah, fried chicken thighs.
Man,
That's my favorite part is about the chicken, the thighs and the breasts.
Is that what it is?
That's all it is for me. I don't need too much, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, do your thing. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta like what. Hey, man, like what he like. That's I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, that's it. That's a fact. There. You like what you like. You want what you want. You feel how you feel.
Yeah. Yep. Are y'all working hard out there, open micing and things of that nature? Y'all getting your open mic on?
Doing my thing, man. I'm doing my thing. I ain't fucking around, man.
Okay.
I'm not fucking around. I'm doing my thing, man. I'm trying to make something out of nothing, man.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to make something out of nothing.
You can't go wrong with that, man. It's hard, man. It's definitely hard to go to some of these mics, man. When they feel with comedians, man. You know, it's like talking to the wall. But you gotta do it.
Now I'm asking. So I know y'all are working like the cities up there towards Delaware. My brother, I can't. I don't have my guy, Lord Isaac. What city you out of, brother?
I'm currently in Baltimore, Maryland, so I'm dealing with that area comedy.
How bad do they not have any form of crowd in any of these open mics y'all go to?
Certain ones do have a crowd. Like I know Mobtown on Thursdays, they have a pretty decent crowd. Other ones, it depends on where it is because Wednesday seems like everyone's throwing a mic on Wednesday. So either people are trying to go double dip at other ones, but trying to get a crowd on Wednesday, they gotta already like the area. So it's like Wednesday, everyone has a mic. But certain ones are starting to, but it all depends because some of them are just like fair weather fans. Like the temperature could change 2 degrees, and they're like, I don't want to go outside. It's too cold this evening. Or they'll go
Yeah.
outside for some random bullshit. But no, I don't want to go to this yet. I don't know. And some places be trying to wait until like everyone else know they funny before they show up, which is weird because we don't know unless you show up.
Mm-mm.
And
Okay.
that's the one. Those are the ones I try to avoid when they just because some comedians will bring an entire crowd. They do their set and then they leave with them. I'm like, yo, what was the point of you bringing them? You could have did that shit in the car.
Hey, you know what? The guy who introduced me like doing open mics. If you brought a crowd, you were going last. I don't care if you got there and signed up first. If you brought a
You are
crowd,
going last.
you are going last. That crowd is gonna sit there the entire time and listen
Hey,
to
that's
everybody.
the best practice, man. Because other than
Hey,
that,
you
if they
go,
try to go any other time, they're all gonna leave, even if he didn't do well or he did
exactly.
great. They
You're
all just gonna
going
leave in
last.
lane. Like, oh,
Hey,
when you going up? I'm last. Why you going? You should have told me you were going
hey
up last. I
man.
was like, the hell you mean? Come to the show.
Exactly. You going last. You bring a bunch of people, you going last.
Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's why I don't I hate to sound like the anger comedian, but that is the most shit. It's a couple cast that does bring crowds, and there's a couple people that just go there just to chill out.
I've seen a lot of them just chill out.
Just chill out, go on the notes, and they just leave. I'm not sitting at no open mic just to write notes. They get expired, or you know what I
Like,
mean. I can do that shit in the crib, sit on the toilet, man.
I had somebody come out to one of the shows like this past Tuesday, and he showed me one of his clips, right, about his stuff. Then he showed me a clip of like one of the Dr. Squatch comedy show things they be doing.
That's
And
good. Man.
dude on that comedy show did my man's joke word for word, bar for bar. And I was like, yo, that's your shit. Cause he's been doing that like for the longest time. And then when I saw that clip of him doing, I was like, yo, that's your shit. Like he did it like he was just talking the joke. He didn't do like the dancing with it or nothing. I was just like, this man just read the stenographer notes of your joke and just kind of walked off. I was like, it's wild out here. I was like, y'all looking up other comedian stuff, and then you already on a stage, which means you probably already got jokes of your own. So what do you need to take somebody else's shit for?
Hey
But
man.
then again, he might not. He might be a joke jacker, man. You know, you got
That's
like
even worse.
like when I go out, right? I got my solid core. I'm going to do a show material, and like a lot of times, man, when I do a show, I'd say I probably do maybe like about 30 to 40% new stuff that I just want to see how it's going to hit, and then I got my stuff that I could rock with, right? But when I
Right.
go to the open mics, right, like I know that you got to practice your set and you want to get your set down pat. And for me, like my core stuff, I practice. Like if I know I got a show, man, and they say, all right, man, come on down Friday. I'm gonna practice all week, man, in the mirror. I don't really do it at the show because, like you said, man, you know, people jack your jokes, man, and that's that. I knew that's what I wanted to talk about with y'all guys because that was I was thinking about when Rod hit me up like, yo, man, you gonna come on the podcast? And guess my thing. What y'all, man? Where we at with let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about the joke jackers, man, because some people try to make it like that's all right, like it's cool, right? And it's like I give you an example. Me and Tommy Too Smooth had a conversation about joke jackers, and he was dismissive about it. And my mindset was like, well, Tommy, it's really hard for somebody to jack your shit because you do a bunch of different characters. So, you know, to jack your stuff, you know, you got to change your whole lane. But yeah, that's I don't like that, man. That joke jacking, man. That's not cool, man. I didn't mean to get long-winded about it, man. But
No, it's
if I was a
good
little
on
young,
that.
if I was young, I would want to fight somebody for that, man. You know, now I just gotta as an old man, I gotta just stand there and look at a joke and get mad at him, man.
There used to be times like back in that time where, not your time, but back in like the 70s, 80s on, where if somebody else used their joke, they would approach them at the club or at the scene, like behind the stage, and they'd be like,
Right.
hey, like, because it was harder to find out if somebody was jacking your shit unless somebody else told you, like, hey, yo, he out there at this spot doing your stuff. And like, no, he did that
Yeah.
jump again. So it's been a pattern of it. Now it's like, depending on when you blow up, because if you're on social media a lot, it only takes but one clip to go viral before you got that attention on you.
Mhm.
And then it's a difference between working your way to the top and being put there. Because you
Yeah.
could be put there and you're still not ready. You like, can you do an hour special on Netflix for what you got right now? Or are you going to try to pad that time and go, because some people ain't going to turn that opportunity down. They're just going to go in with whatever they got and then fill in with the rest. And then you find people padding their material with other people's shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No integrity, man.
I had one joke that I usually say whenever I'm at open mics. I'll be like, if I see like there's a few people in there and there's a bunch of comedians, I was like, I'm appreciative if y'all laugh, because if they don't laugh, there's a difference, because I'll know if my joke works because their pens will start moving. Like some of them will laugh and the others won't. I'll be like, look, the ones that didn't laugh, too busy writing.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
I know some of y'all can't say my joke, but I'll just add the N-word to it to see where you can and can't say it.
Man, I had a joke stolen from me in an open mic,
Damn.
and walked in an open mic 2 days later and seen somebody telling my same exact joke.
Yeah. How did you feel about that when you heard it? Like, because
So I look at it from the standpoint of, number one, I was new. And when I say, and I'm still relatively new, but I was new, and I didn't know that this person was, because this person's been doing comedy for 7, 8 years.
yeah,
I didn't know that there's certain jokes that you can't do in front of him, because he gonna ride. He is gonna ride, and I'm gonna say he's probably the only comic that I don't think that there'll ever be a point where me and him can get along.
Right.
man.
Cause as a new comic, it was like, damn. But I also knew, hey, I got a pen. I'm gonna go get me a new joke, and I was still on parole at that time too. So it's not like, hey, I can go
Yeah, you
handle this
ain't no
situation. I
ain't
can't
no
handle
throw.
this situation. The
Can't throw your
situation that I
freedom
got.
away over no punchline, man. That
Yeah, I can't do that. But now I think it's a different time now.
man.
I ain't really trying to throw him from the shoulders, but I did, I did. I had to walk away from that situation. And when I
Yeah.
say he jacked it, bar for bar, word for word.
That's the weird part. Is like knowing that you are in a room with somebody and your first instinct is to go, I can't say shit around him at all, and then
Yeah,
everybody else is still in the same room. Where it's like, do y'all know that he does this?
man. Hey, it is what it is, though. Y'all, bear with me for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right. I had one show. I was out Bethesda. I just did like a throwaway joke just to get like the crowd going and elsewhere, and it worked. Like close to the second to last person that went up used the exact same thing I just said that night, and everybody looked back at me. I was just like, why? I was laughing because I was like, of all the stuff to steal, why did you steal that one? I'm like,
Yeah, I
you're
don't blame
white.
them.
I was like, you're white. It doesn't make sense for you to use that one. I
You
just
know
laughed
what,
because
man?
I was just like, of all the, I was like, you did that the same night I said it. They looked back at me to confirm it, and I'm like, I was just laughing. I was like, why that one?
Yeah,
That
that's
makes no
crazy.
sense. Like you gotta laugh it off a little bit, but there are people who will do that, and then it's like, if nobody knows about you, they're not gonna know that he got that from you or they got that from you. And then like down the road, if you see your joke, that's why most people say you can post your stuff, but don't post all your stuff. Because I would
Yeah.
say post some of your stuff, because if somebody tries to steal your stuff, you have a timestamp of when you uploaded this, or even if you recorded it, you have that on your phone. Say, hey, I recorded this then, so how am I stealing from him if I did it first?
You know what? That's the thing. You know what? Y'all was asking me about the comedy, how long I've been doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I got, you know what, man? I would say since I started doing comedy, I think I got maybe at least 60% of all my footage, man. I might, of course, I don't go back and watch it, but like for what you just said, I've been recording my shit, man, for years and years and years. Matter of fact, I'm sitting here on the PC now, and I'm gonna look through some of the stamps, man, to see when I actually, because I got a one joint that I did. It was just all stock jokes.
Yeah.
When I first got started. But I know I got the footage somewhere in here, man. Because I literally got all my stuff on the PC, man. I got about 3 portable hard drives, man. I just saved all
Hey,
pictures and all that stuff, man.
you gotta do what you gotta do because that's what our end is now where we are in comedy where if somebody's stealing our joke, we can't like blow up about it because then they're gonna be like, yo, why he go off for him over that? It ain't that big. I was like, now you just gotta show like, no, homeboy's stealing jokes. I did this here, and now he out there doing it there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I ain't getting paid for that joke. I ain't getting no credit for that joke, and everybody thinking you funnier than I had one of my friends like when I was used to post my stuff on Facebook, he would just copy and paste my statuses on his statuses. He wouldn't even share them. I was like, yo, you could have just shared my stuff. Now you up here got motherfuckers thinking you funny. You ain't
So he
told or
was
wrote none of this shit. He would just copy and paste it. Instead of clicking the share button, he would just copy my post and paste it to his page. So it would look like every one of his statuses was something I wrote until some I didn't even know. I didn't even know until
okay.
somebody shared it with me. It's like, hey yo, homeboy over here like jocking your jaw. I was like, what are you talking about? And I would look down his page. I'm like, I'm watching like people laughing and comment like, yo, you a trip. I was like, yeah, he really is a trip. And then he
So he
messaged
was
me.
so he was writing it as if he was the guy writing jokes for you.
He was
Am I
cutting
saying
and
it right?
pasting them like it was his page and he wrote that shit. And I was like, I even wrote one. I was like, he didn't even care half the stuff that he was copying. One of them openly said I was light skinned for tax purposes, and he's not light skinned.
Damn.
He was just copying shit for the sheer purpose of just doing it. I was like, I'm just more confused. Why can't you just hit the share button? You
Yeah,
literally took more of an effort to just do it that way than to just click the button. Because I know you see them, but you
yeah,
decide to go about it that way. And I'm like, you're not even going into comedy. So that's why I just let it go. I was just like, you're just doing this for Facebook clout. I was like, you have fun with that.
yeah. It's it boiled down to no integrity, man. You know, no
Man, most
integrity, man.
most people will pick the money over integrity real quick. And the worst part is it's not even a lot of money. Some people will sell
Right.
out for a pack of Trident layers these days.
And you know, and that's the thing. Like at the level where we at, right? We are like, man. Listen, I tell people all the time, man. I'm in the chitlin circuit, man.
Hold on,
You know,
hold on,
I was
hold on,
like,
hold on, hold on. First of all, the level of the three of us, not Mr. 505.
okay, Mr. Fry,
Okay?
okay.
This nigga is not coming outside for cracking chickaways. You hear me? So the three of us. Yes, sir.
Hey man, if you don't quit, bro, man, stop that.
King of Memphis.
Man, I'm in Nashville, man, the king of Memphis right now, comedy wise, bro. I'm gonna say that's Wild Bill, bro. Wild Bill got Memphis right now. I can
Ah,
say that for Wild Bill got Memphis.
okay. Hey, he
Yeah,
said it.
hey,
Most people wouldn't have been honest. They would have just been like, "Yeah, that's
man,
me." I'm
hey,
like, "No, it
what
ain't."
I'm not. Hold on. I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm not even the king, and I'm not the best comic in Nashville. I'm a book comic in Nashville, but I'm not the best to me, I'm not the best comic in Nashville, but I can sell a ticket.
Hey,
And a lot of and I can sell a ticket. There's a difference, and then
oh,
sometimes it
absolutely.
don't. There's a difference, but no. Don't ever think I'm too good for the chilling circuit. Or I ain't got no problem going wherever the show is at. It don't matter if it's in the ghetto or the White House.
Man, I
I
have
am
performed in
I
the
am
ghetto.
I am not scared to go. It is not a problem. I can go pull up there. I don't know what
Well,
Rob be acting like I'm out here
man,
bougie and shit.
I didn't say you was bougie, man. I just said, man, the chilling circuit. He was talking about the struggle, the inner city blues, Marvin Gaye
I
she was
mean,
talking about.
there's still a chitlin circuit in a way because I've seen places open up just to do comedy. This is one spot called the Red Door. It's like a bar and so forth. They have an upstairs spot for comedy, but everyone wanted to drink so bad they just stayed at the bar. So what they did was they took the mic from the DJ booth upstairs and just rung it down, and we perform it in this hallway stairwell near the bar. So we're in the stairwell, and the stairwell is like maybe 4 foot by 4 foot. You can see the bar in front of you, and then behind you, you can see like people playing pool. So you in the way of the stairs where they could have went upstairs, but they just brought the mic down, and we just were doing comedy there. I was like, "This the stage?" I was like, "God damn!"
What's the what? Well, see, I'm gonna say this. Where my brother, you are calling it an issue. What's the ticket on the rent that building? We need to put a show on at that building.
I'm pretty sure we could just talk to them and just put a show on in that building.
Man, I'm gonna
Because I
tell
was
you what, bro. Man, look
like
here.
Jesus.
Man, I don't mind putting my. Hey, look here, bro. Hey, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram now, man.
I
Send
think
me
I
the
do.
name. Send me the man,
I,
man. Put it in my D. Put the name of that building, bro.
I will.
I guarantee. In 45 days, you're gonna see me in that city.
Yo, if
And
I
I
see you
put
at the
that. I
Red
put,
Door, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, did he just rent this
man,
shotgun at his bar?"
you.
All
Hey,
right,
bro. I ain't. I'm not. I'm
I
not
will.
one to play no games, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, I want to. That is how you have to get your name out at this point. You can't be. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna judge nothing. If I can put 10, 15 people in there, if I can get 10 extra followers, or I can if I can book 3 or 4 local comedians. Hey, y'all want to go in, man? Let's go in with Mr. 505. Because what I will say this. I do bring a unique thing in any show that I do. If you do a show with me, there is going to be a group of people that are with me that are going to make it so unique that you will never forget the process. You gotta trust the process though. But I'm gonna bring my photographer. I'm gonna bring my social media management. I'm gonna bring all this shit, and we're going to make it look like it's the biggest production in the world. It might not be, but it's gonna look like it. It's gonna look like it. So I don't have no problem going to the red door, the green door. Hey, we can go do it at Miles Barbershop too if you want to, and let's get in. I don't mind pulling the blinds and let's go. I'm gonna slang these jokes wherever I got to, wherever I can get a new fan in, because you don't never know who the fan that you get or that next Instagram follower that fuck with you. Sometimes all it takes is that repost from a very influential person, and you don't know who's influential or not. I ain't knocking nothing.
Hey man, I really admire y'all guys grind and hustle, man. I'm not even. I'm just sitting here listening to y'all, man. I admire. I respect and I admire that, man. That's good stuff y'all talking, man. How much? How much? I'm just like out of curiosity. How much is like this place you guys talking about renting? How much would they talk about renting it for?
Let me see, because right now I'm trying to look for information on it. I was like, they saying it closed. What the hell?
Oh man, he gave a bogus bill, and that's what's
Let me,
up.
let me
I
say this.
didn't give a bogus building. I got photos of me there.
Let me let me
I
say
wouldn't have
this.
made up the story. Where did my camera go?
Let me say this then,
Damn it.
man. Mr. 505 and the panel. What is a dream place y'all would love to perform at and to book something visually at a venue? In the venue in the United States or whatever, what is y'all dream venue to record something at?
Um, I can say this. I think my dream venue would be to do a show at the White House.
Ooh.
Uh, but not because I want to do a show at the White House. I would love to perform there, but it was literally because I want to say I took a shit at the White House. I just really want to take a shit at the White House. But if I had anywhere that I would want to do, I would want it to be um I would want it probably to be at the Bridgestone in Nashville, Tennessee. I would want it to be at the Bridgestone or at the Titan Stadium. because I only know of one Nashville black comic that was actually able to do that, and that was Sibo. And I would want to be able to say I done that right here at home.
Mm.
Yeah,
What about y'all,
That's,
man?
that's where you at. You in Nashville,
yeah, I'm in Nashville, bro.
huh?
Let's see. You said what would be a dream place I would love to perform?
Yeah, perform, record, whatever.
I would say if I had to choose in the city, I would choose Camden Yards where the Orioles play because I don't think anyone's actually performed there outside of maybe like the actual team and maybe some small concerts or whatnot. And if it had to be anywhere else, I would probably do Alcatraz.
Damn.
Like, I wish I was kidding about that. I would love to perform at Alcatraz.
Hey, you saying that, bro? We were actually trying to go in and we were trying to go in and do a show at a prison in the
Oh,
state of
word.
Tennessee. In the state of Tennessee, we were actually trying to perform at a prison, and because of my previous background, they told me it could not be at any place because I wanted to go back to where I went to, and they told me I could go to any place in the state except for a place that I was housed.
Wait, how come you couldn't go to a place that you were housed?
I guess because they felt like I might pass somebody or I know people there or something like that, but I could go anywhere in the state except for where I was housed at.
You know the first person to do that?
What's
Johnny
that?
Cash? Oh, you talking about comedian?
I don't think ever been a comedian done that. But I know
No,
No,
Oh,
Richard
oh,
I
Pryor.
no, no
Richard Pryor
Ali
performed
done
at
it
a
in
prison.
Richard Pryor. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ali
Ali
first.
Sadiq did it.
Yeah,
yeah.
his first comedy special was in prison.
No, I'm saying Johnny Cash is the first one to,
Yeah,
It
and
was
you
and the
between
know,
him. I think BB King also performed at a prison.
the fact that you are really a Johnny Cash fan, it just
man, a lot of people don't understand, man.
Hey, my music's on
Country,
shuffle.
country,
man.
Tennessee, growing up in Clarksville, in the little stick town I was in Clarksville, we could not get the black stations out there. The radio
Nah, man,
small as
but
a
Johnny
motherfucker.
Cash, man, the joint. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. I
And
shot a man just to watch him die. Come
nah,
on, man. Come on. Johnny Cash is that dude, man.
I mean, I had to ring a fire a couple times, man. That was gonorrhea. But
you might
you
want
know
might want to
you know
avoid
what?
those places.
Hey man, yeah, okay. And yeah,
yeah, okay.
and the
Man,
crazy thing,
that was a repeat offender answer right there. Yeah,
exactly,
okay.
yeah. When you come to Clarksville now, it's nothing like what it used to be, and I mean, it surprised me because I remember Clarksville being an old dirty ass town.
No, I'm not saying dirty time. I mean, like the radio signal was so weak back in when I was out there 14 years ago. The stations were so weak. You had a country, you might have a pop channel, you might listen to some Christina Aguilera, you might get some Florida, but you're not getting the nigga channel.
Wait, hold up. You could get Flow Rider, but you couldn't get the other channels. What the hell? I
Signal was
thought this was like when I was a kid. I couldn't get.
nah, nah, nah.
I was like, no, this is recent. I'm like, God damn, you must be in the middle of a dead zone or the sticks or some shit. I'm like, God damn.
I live in Clarksville now, so I'm living in the city that he is talking about. It is not
Yeah.
that bad here now, but
Now,
apparently it was horrible then. It's not that.
because if you couldn't get Flow Rider, you are in a like what signal couldn't get boosted over there?
I would like to go in the
Now,
library.
you guys talking about Clarksville, Tennessee? Is that where
Yeah,
you
That's
at?
correct. That is correct. Yeah, I live in Clarksville.
Okay. Now I'm
Yeah.
just as y'all doing it, I'm googling it.
Well, Clarksville,
yeah, you ain't Google.
you're a military man, brother. I live 2 miles from Fort Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I've
two
been
miles
there.
from Fort.
Okay, yeah, I've been through there before. Cause hold up, that's like near the Tennessee. What is it? Tennessee Kentucky border or something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm 2 miles away from it. I can walk to the base.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Whew, man. But yeah, but man,
Okay. I'm looking at.
what about you, Xander? Where would you want to perform as Xander?
Uh, Shit, man. I just honestly speaking, man. Let me see right off the top of my head. I like little clubs, man. Honestly, man, if I could just do the chitlin circuit, man, little club, like literally go across the United States, man, a small club every up, packed booked on the weekend. And if I do two to three shows a day, pay for my room and my board, I buy my own food, pay me, and nah, man, I ain't gotta be nowhere. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As of right now, I know I could stand on stage for an hour if I had to. But man, after about 20 minutes, man, I'm ready to get off stage, man. Like, all right, man, I've been up here and I'm ready to wrap this shit up now, man.
If I go to one of his shows and he out there like, I need to take a little sit down real quick. Y'all don't mind. I'm like, you know what? I like this show. It's real fun. He's like, yo, you know what? I could go, but we can take a little break. Y'all got a little fun. Put some music on.
Hey, why you saying that? Me and Mr. 505 was talking the other day, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about him about getting the opportunities to rock out, right?
Right.
And when you're in the beginning, it's hard to find people that trust you to rock out for long periods of time.
Right.
Some people get stuck in the box of you the 5-minute nigga.
Yeah.
10 to 15 nigga. And
yeah.
Hey, hide behind that guest spot.
They're gonna hire you through that guest spot and don't want to move you up. So you get in your mind, man, I'm a 5-minute man. You know what I mean? I'm the nigga that changed the tires in NASCAR. They ain't gonna let me drive the car. So how do y'all feel about y'all material? Do y'all really think with y'all material, y'all could rock out at that 25 piece if you had to?
Well, I've done it. I've done it countless times, man. That's the lane, man. I realize, man, I ain't the star of the show, man. I'm the backup quarterback, man. I can get people laughing, get people warmed up. And man, I'm personally, I'm good with that,
So I'm good with that. In the background, the backup quarterback. You want to be the Rodney Pete? Hey, put me in, coach. I'm Rodney Pete.
Yeah, I'm good with that, man. Let me go out there, man. I'm cool, man. I ain't gotta be up there all night, man. Give me 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you really need me up there for 30 minutes, man. I'm good on that right there, man.
What about you, Isaac?
I've done 30, 35 minutes before, mainly because people don't show up on time and I happen to be on stage at the time. So they just be like, just keep going. I'm like, keep going. Now I'm up here surveying people because if I'm ready for 30 minutes, I can book 30 minutes. But outside of that, I have done 30 minutes, whether I had planned to or not. It's just like pacing yourself at that point because time on stage could go a hell of a lot longer than you realize it does. Like if you really don't want to do anything or you're not prepared for it, 30 minutes will seem like 5 minutes. You'll be done before it's over. You'll be like, what the fuck? I ain't said shit.
Yeah, that's real talk. Right
like, I mean, opportunity wise, have people been like, yo, I want you to do 30 minutes on the show. Not
opportunity wise, only one person is giving me like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then that was cut to like 25 because they started the show late and a bunch of other stuff, but I still got to do 25, even though I was told to do 30.
Let me guess what the race is.
All right. Guess the race.
Okay, let's play Guess the Race. Were they from Cameroon?
No.
Oh, it was from people from Pakistan?
No.
So it was not black people, none of the show.
No, it was black people. Their ancestry only traces back to like maybe 3 other states.
Okay. Yeah, man. I feel like the opportunities is the hard part.
The opportunity is definitely that.
And you know what I hate the shows of though? And it's just me. I don't like the shows with non-comedians on there.
What's wrong with non-comedians? I'm just asking.
I feel like they do that the pimple, right? So you don't gotta have a headliner. You just put 9 comedians in the thing, and it'd be overload. You know what I mean? I feel like 3 to 4 is cool, but 9.
Yeah,
9, it
no.
seems like you owe favors.
And you know what I mean. The whole word of you know what I mean. There's a lot of cats that like to say is a showcase.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's a showcase, say it's a showcase. But even most showcases don't have 9 people on it. The last time I seen a showcase with 9 people, it was like 5 deep, and they were a group of singers. They were one act. It was not 5 people. But yeah, like, but I see where you're coming from with that, having 9 people on the show and then try to say there's no headline. I'm like, the last person is by de facto the headliner. And then you got to figure out if you're doing that show on the road, who's going to be where in that show.
You know what though, man? One of the things that I've been experiencing, right? And I done kind of backed up off of it too. I personally don't want to be a part of a show no more with any more 4 comedians top. And when I mean the 4th guys, the host, everybody get a good amount of time and they roll through it. Because what happened is I've done a few shows, man. I actually almost got into it at a show, man, because I was doing a show and the show started like an hour and a half late. That was number one.
God
That's
damn.
I wish I could say I don't know what that's like, but man,
Hey,
that
Yeah.
type of shit.
that's like you waited in the back to fight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you took your gloves off. You took your gloves off. You chilling. You know what I mean. You done shadow boxing, and they said it's another 2 hours. You know
Right.
what I mean? So you not
Right. Right.
your mind's not there no more.
Well, what it wasn't so much that, because what I usually do with the guy, this particular guy, how I linked with him. I done a couple of shows for him. I always close it out for him. I give him maybe like about 5 to 7 minutes, man, because it's like he know I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna finish up strong for him. I'm not gonna hold the people captive. We out of here. You know, that's because like if I see my thing is, man, I love comedy. I think I'm pretty good at it, but it's something, it's a hobby. And part of it being a hobby, man, I'm mindful of people's time. So it's like we started like about at least an hour and a half late, man. And then after we started late, he just threw maybe like about 2 or 3 extra comedians on that joint. And you know, people get up there, but it's like the average person, if you asking me, they only got maybe like a good hour worth of sitting at a comedy show. After a while, I think people just naturally gravitate to their phone because it's like, all right, man, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here for real. Let this show hurry up and be over. So I'm at the show, man. I'm doing my thing, man. I had a heckler, and the dude started heckling me and shit. And I'm like, all right, dude, please, man, let me just finish up, man. Come on, man, bro. I just want to get out of here like the rest of y'all. And dude said something, and I started roasting him. And that motherfucker, and that motherfucker stood up, man. And when he stood up, man, I like just blacked the fuck out, man. I grabbed that mic stand, and they came to like the separators, man.
What the fuck?
But dude, but what happened was when dude stood up, man, like he was gonna like run up on me. I just, you know, I'm an old guy, man, but I ain't gonna let you do that to me, man. And I was in the zone, man. You know, but my point is the main reason why that happened was because that show started an hour and a half late. And them people was tired, man. They just wanted to get the hell out of there, man. And if I would have knew that would have happened, I wouldn't even went on stage, man. I would have just said, all right, man, no, I'm good, man. Y'all go ahead and end the show.
This man said he finna go ahead and smack somebody with the mic stand.
I want to know. I want to know what you said that this guy got up and said, "Nah, fan, hands now."
No, what Well, he was a tall, goofy looking fucker. And I
Oh
told
yeah.
I said, you should tall, goofy looking, stink ass, goofy looking motherfucker. You probably got shit stains in your drawers, man. Dude, you ugly. You know, I started going in on it. You know, I said,
Oh my.
I said, here it is. I said, dude, you the ugliest person in the place, and you got the most to say. You know, I just went in on you. But before it got there, I was just like, bro, come on, man, relax. But we already know the type of society that we live in. If you show humility and it appears like weakness, man, these people they eat that shit up, man. They coming at you guns a blazing, man.
Damn. You know what? My pet peeve is, man. If you want to run a show, man, only thing I hate about this comedy shit, and I'm glad I don't be on these shows no more. They got TVs in the bars, because I'm not funny enough to out compete the NFL.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, the fact that
I'm
they have
not
comedy
funny enough.
shows and they still be showing the sports at the same time, I'll be up there like. I actually did one show where we did it during halftime of one of the games. So we just kind of did like all of us did like the halftime shows. That's like 11 minutes and three people. So we did about like 3 to 4 minutes a piece or something like that. And then got done and then went back to watching the game. I was like, how the fuck we do this? Did we just speed run the halftime show? Because they're not looking at the halftime show for stats. Like the only
Now,
time I've seen people actually pay attention to the halftime show is during the Super Bowl.
and let me ask y'all guys this. Do y'all know the difference between a comedy conducive room and a room that's not comedy conducive?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Everybody good on that? Look at a comedy conducive room versus a room that's not comedy conducive.
But I would say
Yeah.
still say it on the video so that the people watching in will know.
Okay, well, a comedy conducive room, that's a movie theater setup. You know, it's dark. All the chairs are facing forward, and the room is specifically and 100% set up for comedy. Now, when you go do a room, and you got the TVs on, you got people who got their back to the stage. Even if you got people sitting at tables, and all the tables aren't facing toward the comedian, that's not a comedy conducive room. And it's harder to work a comedy conducive room than a room that's not comedy conducive. You can still do it. It can still be done. But one of the things that I learned about working rooms that are not comedy conducive, those rooms right there, man, those are like 5 to 7 minute rooms, man. Because again, people are not, like if they having a banquet or something and they stop for a couple of minutes for comedy, you got to stick it and move, man. You get in there, give them some quick, good jokes, make them laugh and get off that stage, man, because people start going back to their phones. People start going back to their conversations and all of that old kind of stuff, man. So it's important to know a comedy conducive room versus a room that's not comedy conducive.
I gotta say this, man. What are you? Let me say this. What do you think is the 3 triggers in the black rooms? What is the 3 trigger words in the black room to trigger them all?
Kevin Samuels.
Man, I don't know, man. Kevin Samuels, it used to be a trigger word, but it's easy to get out of that one because I remember when he was like in his prime where it got to the point motherfuckers was making posts like, I don't want nobody that listens to Kevin Samuels. Don't bother me. Don't come to me. Like, I was like, you mad at a motherfucker that listens to a podcast? That's your turn off? Man, ask him his credit score. It's a lot simpler ways to tell somebody no. I remember.
What do you think is the 3 trigger words that make a motherfucker black room go crazy, man?
Number one, to go crazy, you cannot call it.
Throw your shit up. Remember them song back in the day?
Hey, yeah, exactly. Everything came out of Memphis. Any Memphis music was banned in every club. But
Damn.
like you cannot call. Now this is the crazy thing. A female comic can call a woman a bitch, but a male
Man,
comic
comment
cannot.
calls.
You cannot call a woman a bitch. that's gonna cause issues from that point.
Man.
And I'm only gonna say black women jokes that you can't say. You cannot joke. You cannot call a black woman a bitch.
Hmm.
You
Mhm.
cannot. You cannot talk about welfare or any kind of issues about those financial assistance, and you cannot talk about child support. Those right there are going
Huh.
to be they're going to be the three that are going to cause your set to go from here to here because it's going to be too hard to get out of that zone at that point. And what you need to understand is,
I was about to say
I can
slut.
say,
I was about to say
uh,
slut too. Slut is a dangerous word too.
Eh,
I can use slut in about
eh.
four different ways. Bitch can only be used in one way. But
I'd be skirting the line by just saying biatch. I'm like, it's not the same. It's two syllables.
no. Bitch,
It's still not.
bitch is the same no matter how you say it in French or whatever. It's still the same. But I can say, hey, look here. I can call you a slut, or I can say, hey, she slutted me out and made me take a Uber. So
Yeah.
that's that. See, that's two different things. But there's no other way to say you talking like a bitch, you acting like a bitch, and you a bitch. It's all the same. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They're all going to be the same word. Uh, but as far as for me and as far as me, as the old folks say, you can't say the three-letter G word. You can't call a man. You're gonna get canceled
Yeah.
because and at the end of the day, my joke on that is, in my day you didn't say the G word. You just said they was a little. That's it. You just hit them with that right there, and that said everything. That was just a little bit like it,
You
and
could
then you
have a
can move.
conversation doing that with somebody. You sure you were?
Man, hey, they are.
You could say that right to them and it wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
hey,
bad thing. Like,
hey,
I just
hey,
needed to know. I thought you were.
or you can say they play the tambourine hard. Just say they play the tambourine hard. That's it. If they play the
That's
tambourine
pretty
hard, that's
nice
what
right
it
there. Play the tambourine hard. That's pretty
is.
cool.
Yeah, they play the tambourine hard.
I
Hey, and you
played
ain't
football
never.
in high school and they would just say they look like they have a little sugar in their tank.
Hey, that sugar in the tank. Don't worry about them. The ones that got the church. Never mind.
The
Never mind.
tambourine.
We
It
ain't
goes
gonna.
right.
Hey,
Nope.
hey, they make the church numbers go up. I don't know what you talking about. Church numbers go up.
Which is wild because they read a book about why you ain't supposed to be in the room.
Exactly. But I mean, so there are certain things that you can say and that you can't say in certain rooms, and it's bad to say that a lot of the black comics we get pigeonholed into what we can't say, but the greats, what you consider a great comic now for us, and I'm gonna say for people of color, those are the ones that have found a way to be wordy enough or have enough wordplay to really, really skirt that line. Like old Kevin Hart used to skirt. Kevin Hart got too many endorsements now, but old
He got
Kevin
too
Hart,
much money.
exactly. But old Kevin Hart used to sit there and really scratch that line. Dave Chappelle still scratches that, it still pushes that line. Old Chris Tucker pushed that line. Bernie Mac pushed the line to the point that he can't push it anymore. Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey would put. He was a joke thief, but Steve Harvey, he
Was.
pushed he pushed that line to the point. But now he rich, so he ain't got to worry about it. Now I just buy your joke.
I remember
Uh,
one of Steve Harvey's jokes when he was like, "I'm gonna be outside with a picket sign that says fuck OJ on both sides."
exactly.
I
I
remember
mean,
I remember old Steve
these
Harvey.
these are comics that have learned how to. And at the end of the day, D.L. Hughley is one of my favorite comics. Period, and that's because he is completely intelligent.
Hold
His
on. Only thing I don't like about DL, he panders too much to that Democrat shit. I don't like that
Yeah.
shit. Man. We
Hey,
are
Ryan, that's why I like you, man. Man, you got a whole hell of a lot in common, man. Keep going.
I'm an independent thinker, right? I am an independent party person because I'm pro-choice like the most motherfuckers. I like my money, but I'm not going to pander to either side because I can see great policies on the Republican side. I can see policies on the Democrat side, but I'm
I
not going to pander to one party because they all rub hands together.
I think when you get into like the political state of comedy, I think we get to the point where we want to say this is evil, this is bad, and this is good. It's not we. I don't know why we have to be a people of conflict, but we are a people of conflict.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, we can't say that everything. Let's just call a spade a spade. We can't say that everything that Trump has done has been wrong. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna say 70% of Black Americans they will say F Trump. But I guarantee this right here. I bet if he dropped 5,000 in your Chime account or in whatever account, if he dropped
Right off rip.
5,000 in your account and just sat there and said, they'll be like, well, it's still effing, but shoot, I sure appreciate that little change that he gave
Uh-huh.
me. So you can't be it's only we are literally what have you done for me
For me
lately type of
lately.
people. Yeah, that's
Well,
what it boils down.
and I always use the analogy of when niggas was in slavery and fighting the Civil War, they gave niggas muskets. Why we didn't shoot them niggas? To get out.
Because we didn't even know, we didn't even realize
Because
that was an option.
here's
We
the
didn't even
thing.
realize it was an
We
option. And
they
that's the
gave us
horrible
guns, but even at that time, we were just trying to do our job. We were still gonna shoot white people.
man.
We still shot white people. We just didn't shoot the ones that gave us the guns. We was like kind of hard to we all and the Civil War is really messed up because we fight in our country regardless. It was just a matter of
So
I
okay, instead of shooting this whitey, I'm gonna shoot that one.
man,
I got a question though, man.
The worst thing we did was give them guns back.
This topic is also the topic today too, man. I see a lot of cats pump faking. I be in the streets, man. I go to Wawa in the morning, and you know what I mean. And cats be looking at each other tough. I think they should bring back dueling.
Hey, I said that when Charlie Kirk got shot.
Let me say this: I think we should use muskets with one shot in it, right? And you do 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and whoever wins.
We used to have
hey,
dueling in this country where our government
man.
officials would actually duel each other. That used to be a
Yeah.
thing here as well as other places, but we definitely had it here.
Call the number
And they
up. Man, I'm tired of this motherfucker, man. Let's have a duel.
Hey,
I'll bring the
you
guns. And
hey,
a duel is insane by
look
some
look
Hey,
logics, but it might
hey,
need to be
hey,
done.
hey, Rod, that's a good premise for a joke, man. You should work on that.
look,
That's pretty fucking cool, right?
or sword
That's all
fighting.
right, man.
Imagine motherfucking sword
hey,
fighting.
hey, you know what, Rod, you being funny, bruh. I feel like you've been looking at old videos and whatever. But my older brother, bro, like real shit. He was going through this little legal situation where they were doing a bunch of break-ins, and he was not able to carry a licensed firearm. But people with fellas can carry a muzzle loader. This fool had this
Mm.
black. This fool is
Yo.
he runs a barbershop, bro. Look,
He got a
hey,
muzzle loader though.
he had this
Continue,
fool had
please continue.
he had a muzzle loader in the barbershop.
What? What the fuck is
Hey,
this?
I
Why?
literally told I was like, dude, if you had to shoot this motherfucker in this barbershop, everything in here we gonna look like cartoon characters. You ain't gonna see nothing but black smoke in this motherfucker. I said, if you don't put that big long motherfucker up,
Like
I
who
said
you
the
trying
number
to
one.
hit and what?
I said, where do you get the ball for that motherfucker?
He up there gonna shoot you and the horse you came in on.
Man, look here. That ball he had, he said, man, I got one shot in him. I said, yeah. I said, but we gonna be in a cloud of smoke once you bust that thing. I said, it ain't no way in
You
hell.
know what? You know what though, man? I feel like comedy, you almost like a pirate though.
Mm.
Because you just traveling the traveling wherever you traveling, telling these jokes. You know what I mean? The treasure might be some chicken wings. It might be a couple dollars.
Mm.
But it is a thrill you get out of just telling these simple jokes or complex jokes. Because I'm telling you, Adrian Walker, Mr. 505, man, this nigga put baby oil on. He plays the piano. You know what I mean? I never
Hey,
seen a nigga play the piano with baby oil before in my life.
Ah, hey man,
It almost got so crazy. It almost became a D'Angelo
Put
music video.
on
You know
put
what I
on
mean?
baby oil and just started playing the piano.
hey, look here. You get a all around show when you
Hey,
get to a 505 show. You never
okay,
know. You
so
never know.
variety is definitely in play on here.
So I'm gonna tell you what. This is I try to do shows that stand out that are memorable. Old head told me if they can't remember a joke that you told during your set, you didn't do well. So
Mm,
what happens is just like Rod just brought up, when you leave my show, you're gonna remember something. If you don't
mm.
remember nothing else, I was
You
the
remember that
shiny ass,
performance.
I'm the shiny ass dude with baby oil on playing the piano. Yes, can I play the piano?
Yeah.
Yes, I can play the piano.
Hey.
Is there gonna be some freaky shit going on? Probably so.
But
But
Wow.
Probably so.
but
the
you
way Rod
also
just brought that
you
up, I was
also
like, you just proved it. That's what
you
you
helped
remember
me
from
out
that show.
though because I learned something from you. You told me, "Hey, Rod, you left too kind of quick." Because I'm like the cat that I'm doing drop offs. Like I'm an Italian mom. I'm doing drop offs for the numbers. You like Rod. You got to stay a little bit because people might want to take pictures. I'm like, yo, that's not how this shit go down over the East Coast. I was not used to when you said that shit coming where I come from. People up north, no motherfuckers don't want to take no pictures. Comedy shows and in my line, comedy after comedy show, people might say,
Yeah. Yeah, depending on the
It
show,
depends
people be
on it.
like
Some
that.
people do be leaving earlier than
Yeah,
expected.
yeah.
Man, that mean the show. Look here, I don't understand that at all. When people leave, when my show is over, the comics are expected to stay. We want to number one. Let me be clear. If this is the main thing. This is one of the main things. We all opening our phones. Everybody get their phone out. Go straight to that share button. Hey, do you mind share? Do you mind following me on Instagram? Can you follow
Got you.
me on Instagram? Can you follow me on Facebook? Can you follow me here? Let's do that. Let's have that interaction first. Hey,
Mm,
do you mind coming to take this picture? Would y'all like to take pictures? Would y'all like to come up here? Now, what is that for? That is for proof for the internet. That is for proof to say, hey, I just did this show. Did you have a good time? And people, a person that'll take a picture with you, you know that they got their money's worth and you know that they had a good time. Then guess what you do? Let's post this shit. Cause then what I done, not only was I successful in my comic, and I'm gonna quote a comic on this, and this is what a comic says in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna tell you what he said. If it wasn't no video and it ain't no pictures, the show didn't happen. Can't tell me you killed no shit and you ain't no I don't see no pictures and no videos of it. You didn't kill shit if it ain't no video and it ain't no pictures, you didn't kill shit. Because don't nobody know what you done. So that's what those pictures are for. That's what that video is for. That is what that content is for. I don't want to just see your set. Let me see that crowd reaction.
mm.
That's when you know you hit. Let me see that crowd reaction.
and that shit is real, man. And when you told me that I put that shit in my mind, right? Because you know what I mean. I haven't had the situation like that. I had like crowds before I left. You know what I mean? People come up to me, yo, man, I love your shit because I feel like this comedy shit. You gotta, especially people think it's easier now, but I don't think it's easier now because it's you gotta think about what comedy started in the '70s or before that. You think about that.
Man, comedy been around forever, man.
So you think about
Comedy
that.
and prostitution live next door to each other.
So you think about that. Half the premise has been stepped on. You know what I mean? Stepped on so much. You know what I mean? So you really got to try hard to keep, you know what I mean, stand out with material. I feel it. I really do feel. So when people do come up to you and say, yo, I love that premise because it's real, it's touching. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
Especially if they say the word premise.
oh, yeah, they don't say that, but they say I can relate to that. You know what I mean? Because I got a bit right now, I talk about being a bad father. And I talk about how my drug addiction took me from being a good father. You know what I mean? And white people was like, "Oh my God, that's so touching." You know what I mean? It's so touching. And well,
Because
I've
you're
been
staying
there.
true to yourself.
I keep all my shit true to me. You know, I talk about dad bods and shit like that. So I know it's not gonna be too many people going to touch my shit because I make it personal to myself, and I think that's the key. Also, to keep on pushing the social media out and create. Because my goal is, I want this podcast to be the biggest it can be, and to have my podcast subsidize. You know what I mean? Take over where I can quit my job and have my podcast big and go on the road and perform. That's what I want to do for the rest of my 33 years or how much I got left. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
also
you.
want to.
Go
No,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I agree with you, man. That's where I'm at. For real. I would like to be on the road doing comedy, man. That's really what I would like to be doing, man. The traveling around and all of that. Yeah.
Because you don't never know who's in them rooms, man. I feel like laughter's. You know what I mean? My lowest point when I lost it all. You know what I mean? I was depressed and I went through a bad divorce. I had nothing to. I was walking to work 2 miles. Motherfuckers eat rice and sugar and with butter and cucumber
Mm.
salad and glizzies with baked beans. You know what I mean? Just to survive. I put
I
that
think
Harlem Nights on. That Harlem Nights changed my whole fucking mood. You know what I mean? That Harlem Nights changed my whole fucking mood. You know what I mean? When that motherfucker bird said, "You fat bitch," that shit made me laugh. You know what I mean? So comedy can change moods and give you hope.
Yeah. No, you're right about that, man. But the dude, like, that's what I like about comedy, man. Just getting up on stage and venting and talking shit, right? And it like when you get older, you want to remain relevant. People say that they don't, but you do. You want to remain relevant. So, that's why I do it, man. I just like to get up there, man, and talk about my life and my experiences, man. The military, the boxing, the streets, the women. I like talking about all that shit, man. And like I said, I got the hooks where I can get a laugh out of my shit. But that's what I do, man. Like the one thing somebody told me, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the comedian Dark Child. She's a pretty good comedian, man. She was one of my mentors, and she was basically saying what you said, Rod. You just if you be, she said, don't worry about being funny, just be relatable. If you can be relatable, people will rock with you because that's where the laughter come in at, being relatable. Yeah, man, my wife, man, I can't stand her ass, man. She charged the credit card all the way up. It's probably maybe at least 10 people in the crowd who wife done something like that. Maybe even if it ain't charged the credit card up, she might have crashed the car or something, man. But long as you being relatable, people can rock with you, man. Like I had the boy. No, Rod, you don't never come to Ferris's Mike, do you?
What?
You don't never come to Bar 13, do you?
I need to, but it's so late, man. I gotta get up at 5 in the morning.
Well, you can't. No, you only can do what you can do. That's
Yeah.
the
Hey
vibe,
man,
man.
ain't
You only
nobody
can do
trying
what
to
you
hear
can
that excuse, man. You love this shit. You gotta do what you gotta do for this shit.
Man,
Nobody hearing about
I
no
got, I
5 o'clock in the morning.
I got a newborn baby too.
Hey, that baby sleep. What you mean? That baby ain't got no business being up no 11, 12 o'clock. That baby
Hey,
supposed to be in bed sleep.
the baby woke up. The baby wake up when that ass is wet.
Hey, nobody wanted to hear all that. Hey, get on out there and hit that street.
But I want to check that out, man. But yeah, man. I heard it's a great situation at Bar 13, man. I gotta check
well,
that out.
you know why I said that, right? Because I do this bit about getting old, man. And I hit the joint. I said, I don't feel old because I got grown sons and grandchildren whose names I can't pronounce. That's not why I feel old. And I don't feel old because I lost a couple of inches of my dick to my gut. That's not why I feel old. And I certainly don't feel old because I had problems navigating Instabook or FaceGram. That's not why I feel old. One of the reasons I feel old, man, is because I'm older than the vice president. So I start going into that bit talking about that. And then afterwards, man, the dude came up to me. He was like, yeah, man, you know, I can feel you on that, man. I'm older than the vice president too. I was thinking about that. And it's just, you just be relatable, man. You know, and that's like, I'm gonna turn my funny on. If I have to be funny, I'm gonna turn the funny on. But where I'm at now, man, I just try to be relatable, man. That's it. I stay in that relatable zone, and it gives me the comfort and the confidence to get up there and talk that stuff, man. Because it's like I'm not making no effort in trying to be funny, man. No, nigga, I'm talking about these hemorrhoids that I had, and I had to go to the doctor, and I had to wear Pampers and all of that. Hey, man, it's people that can relate to that. If they can't relate to it, they definitely think the sight of a 50-something-year-old man wearing Pampers is funny. You know what I mean? So you just work on the relatable, man. If you work on being relatable, man, you can pull it off, man.
And I worked with Miss Dark Child. I think she was at Cool J's one time, and I was doing one-liners. You know what I mean? Pop, 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 pop. Because my favorite comedians are white comedians. Rodney Dangerfield is one of my favorite comedians of all time. I grew up with Rodney's. Rodney go back to school, and you know what I mean. That one-liner shit is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, one-liner shit. Stephen Wright, I like Stephen Wright's contrast shit. How you make fun of the simplest shit. You know,
right?
I mean? Seinfeld, you know, you do operations and you know what I mean, shit like that. So
right.
And when she stopped me, she like, yo, you just doing one line, you just snapping, but they're not understand. They don't know who Rod and Censor is. Who's Rod and Censor?
Right.
I said, oof, I never pulled that onion up. And when I pulled that onion up, I said, damn, I am a toxic nigga. You know what I mean? Right. I pull that shit apart and you write that shit down and you just sit there, you just thinking about your life. You realize the shit you done in life, you're like, damn. I am a retired crash out, but I'm toxic.
A retired crash out. It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy right there, man. A retired crash out.
Because usually crash outs don't get the option to retire.
And all the money I spent on coochie, I could have probably had a couple cars. If my Bible, if I was a character in the Bible, I'd be Samson, because pussy ruled my world in my early 20s.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
So wait, if they cut off pussy, that you will get weaker?
Oh man, I wish I had a Narcan for pussy.
Oh my Rod, you my kind of guy, man. I love it.
He up here like getting them ratings right now.
I love it, man. No, I love it, man. That's my man. That boy sound like my little brother. He up there talking like that, man.
Yeah, that is not a good thing. I don't know why y'all got Rod started. He does this shit every week.
Somebody else asked him who Rod Uncensored was. That's the person you need to go after. Tell him who's the real Rod.
You got.
I mean, hey, I know who the real Rod is now a family man who wants to be responsible and stuff like that. We don't get to talk to that monster that he's talking about. That monster makes appearances the deeper he gets in that fireball bottle.
Yeah,
but
fireball, that's all it takes. Like, I need that cinnamon whiskey.
Hey man, Rod is back. Rod is drinks like a sorority girl.
Yo.
He's out here drinking Fireball and Jaeger bombs.
Oh,
Red Bull and Jägermeister.
If he's a monster if he drinks straight from the bottle and he got to wipe his mouth while he hold the bottle. That's when you know you're on demon time.
That man is so classy. He drinking a beer out of a glass, and y'all ain't even paid attention to that.
Hey yo,
I didn't see him pick up a beer. I'm glad oh my God, you got the Pilsner cup?
Man, if you don't sit there, you got to pay attention to him when he's doing things. You got to pay attention.
That's that glass he got. I thought he had like a tap in the house.
Man, that man is 20. That man is drinking 30 ounces of beer right now.
32 ounces on camera.
We get a good woman in your life. She changed your life. You know what I
This
mean?
man wearing
Like,
glasses. He got his
she took
vision
out a paper
corrected.
bag. Now I don't do that no more. Now I drink Starbucks. I don't drink instant coffee no more. My wife changed
This
my life.
man got glasses on. Like he got corrected
Yeah.
vision. You letting
So
me
what
further
you
know
what you
that you.
so I got asked this on a podcast. I got asked this on a podcast. So in knowing that your situation and you having a good woman at home, do you think do you take Rod Uncensored home, or are you just you when you get home? Do you take Rod Uncensored home?
I think I don't take him home because the real my name not even the real Sherrod. Rod and
Yeah, I get it.
the Rod and Censor is the ultra ego, but the Sherrod, if I wasn't doing stand up, I still had some of that the Rod and Censor characters in me because I'm a goofy nigga. You know what I mean? But I come where I come from, I couldn't show that side of me because it'd be dangerous. You know what I mean? Because people think you're soft and weird and shit like that. The real Sherrod, I like to watch anime and kung fu videos and westerns. You know what I mean? I'm the
Mm,
biggest western kind of nigga you can see.
Yeah,
I wear
yeah.
Dirty Harry, I watch Death Wish in my on the big TV with the sound shit. But
Mm.
but you know what I mean? My wife knows me. You know what I mean? She knows the quirks about me,
And that's the thing right there.
and she let me be
You
me. She let me
and
be.
you That means that you know how to turn it off. Because I realize sometimes I Mr. 505 takes over at times, and I swear I'll be trying to not do it because my biggest issue is lines. I don't like lines. I don't like being in lines in traffic. Mr. 505 takes over in those times. And even if you're in the car with your woman or anything like that, it is now time for me to start roasting everybody on the car on
in the
traffic.
car, outside,
It becomes a gang banging situation. Everybody can get it. Everybody. So
just in the
But
car. Like we could make this left, gang, gang.
everything. You know what? You can shut your goddamn thick ass up. Is what you got to do.
but
Shut your thick ass up.
the contrast of me and my wife because we grew up differently, right? And I remember sometimes for Christmas getting a bunch of nuts, fruit, and mints. You know what I mean? The candy
Yeah,
canes for Christmas.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember. Oh, you used to get that shit? I said, yeah. I remember I had to fuck up some nuts up Paul's for Christmas. You know what I mean?
You
Because you used to get cheap fucking gifts with Legos that couldn't stick. You got to put King Syrup on them. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
never had the cleanest Lego set of all time like my son get. I said, man, I wish I had a set like that.
So when you look back at your upbringing now, do you feel like you're doing your kids a disservice by giving them everything?
I feel like I don't give. I feel like because I have a split household with my first daughter because she lived with her mom. I feel like I wish she can get what I got now to her what I got now because I'm at a different mindset. I'm 33 years old. I wish I could been that man I was at 23 in the early stages. I wish I could have been that person for her then, but I'm still working on that. And I wish I would waited for kids. I wish I had all my kids with one person, but the drugs or the Percocets, drinking and running wild had me fucked up. I was on some Black Sabbath type time, and I wish I could have had differently. You know what I mean? Pick. You know what I mean? But sometimes you don't really understand. You go through that phase of getting with somebody you think is good, but it doesn't last. You know what I mean? Because we evolved to something different, and where people can't wait for the finished product. Because relationship is like investing in the stock. You don't know you're gonna put some money in it, your time. You don't see. Sometimes you just break off to it before it jumps up. You know what I mean?
So the way that when we think about how we apply comedy, and if the further that you go into comedy, this is what I'm learning for myself, and everybody can take it. It's not just a career that you're choosing for yourself, because the more you get involved in it, the more it's going to involve everybody that you truly love. Because my comedy is centered around the people that I'm closest to, my children, and things of that nature, and being in relationships and things. This is where I'm gonna draw my material from. And if you don't have that safe space in your people, and you're not able to be honest with the people that are around you, it's going to involve, and it might be some hurt feelings, because they be like, hey, you putting my business on the street. Well, it's my life, even though I'm sharing my life with you. When I talk about my kids on stage, like the joke that you like, at the end of the day, do you know how much my daughter really hates for me to tell that joke, even though it's the truth?
And my
Even though,
man got a bigger too. My man Xander got a bigger about his uncle being that shit. I was like, yo, that
Talking
shit
about
was
old Uncle Joe.
yeah, your Uncle Joe that was a little bit like that, but because I was around, sorry to say, tough homosexual. I knew a couple tough homosexuals
hey, I ain't never
that
seen one that can't fight.
the knuckle game
Not
is
a one.
crazy.
Not a
I ain't
one.
never seen. I ain't never seen one that can't fight. Hey, I do need to say this right now. This is just me personally, from my own observation at this point. Hey, shout out to Xander for being the only dude with his nipples out on this podcast. I just want you to know that. I just want y'all to know.
I didn't know that was an option in this podcast. To be quite
I did
honest
not
with
know.
you,
I did not know this was an option. But shout
I
out to
thought
Xander.
this man was
I
DJing,
was
talking about
waiting.
the quiet
Hey,
fire
Rod,
of
I
niggas.
knew I was waiting for him to come with something. He was on. I was telling my lady, I said, babe, I said, them guys was tearing me up on
I
that
s-
podcast. The
Hey, what my
audience
man
was
doing
getting
the
me.
KC and Joe show? KC and JoJo vibe, man. Let them nigga
man,
live,
He looked
man.
like he about to be out there in the desert with his arms out. Just I
man.
tell you
That
once
man, that man
again.
got that man got half a piece of gray tater salad showing right there in the middle. That
That
man is
man,
out there. That man has got had his whole nipple out, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Cause Xander like shit. I'm 58 years old. I'm sexy as fuck. I'm retired. I got military insurance and Blue Cross Blue Shield. I can have any bitch I want. I just got a fresh thing with Viagra, so it is what it is. I
hold
got
that
Cialis.
plenty of
thought.
time.
Hold that
I'm
thought.
Cialis.
sorry.
Xander
You
got
got
his liquor cabinet right in the background. He's like, I
Oh
can go
no! Oh, you say,
pour me
hey,
some
I got
drink
a,
right
I got a
there.
joke. I got a joke about that. Hey, you holler about you take Cialis, and I'm taking that Cialis, and I'm trying to see all this. I'm trying to see all this. Yeah,
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
crazy,
But
my guy.
but
Yeah,
yeah, man,
man.
I feel like that shit is real, man. Of
Yeah.
putting the real
But
work
you,
into your comedy, and I feel like I don't know who I think it was Dubs last week. He was talking about don't be afraid to ask. Like I asked this dude,
yeah. He said that. He said, I heard somebody say that. Yeah, I was thinking
I
about
asked,
that.
I asked the dude, somebody I know. I said, "Yo, November." I was like, "Yo, I want to get some practice. When the next time you got a guest spot open for me? I just want to practice my shit because December I got a 20-minute show. Gonna pay me some good money." So man, let me just get some practice in. He was like, "Yo, Rod, whatever you on." And it's good to have people you can ask for the
Yeah,
practice with that it's not an open mic. I,
that's what,
if I got something big going up, I don't want to practice at an open mic.
Because you're not really gonna get that much out of it. It's
I get
like,
out of it, and I want to know where that shit stacks. So I was like, "Yo, let me jump on that." He was like, "All right, yo, I got you." But I realized this is more about this comedy shit. Is like it's like Godfather Harlem, right? You gotta have the people that's going to give you good advice, like as a concierge, right? Like Tom Higgins, they'll give you good advice. and you're gonna need some people that you can have some networking with. That's on the branch. You're gonna give you some opportunities
It's
because
like it's like Patrice O'Neal said, you gotta have or find you a cartel.
you
I,
got
I, I know y'all guys watch Patrice O'Neal, right? You guys checked
Of
out
Oh,
course.
Patrice,
love
right?
his shit.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. Yeah, but you gotta have your network, you gotta have your people that you rock with, you know. You gotta have that.
And I told my wife, she's like, "Yo, it's your birthday week. The time you got that show." I said, "Man, I'm about to be almost 40, dog. You know what I mean? 33. You got a couple more skips to 40. I'm not worried about my birthday. I'm willing to skip the birthday shit. I
Wait, you
want to,
33?
yeah, I want to improve my
Damn.
comedy.
Hey, that's what hard living look like, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm not
Yeah,
judging. I'm not judging. I just didn't know because I'm 36.
right.
Yeah, yeah. What my divorce did to me, and
You 36, man?
Yeah, I just turned 36.
you
Man,
like
y'all
to.
boys had some tough ass paper routes, man. Jesus Christ, man.
What?
So, I got a question for you, my brother Rod, if you don't mind me asking. And I'm gonna say this. So knowing that you have a newborn, and I appreciate the fact that you being that public with it. If you were to go viral tomorrow, would you be ready to walk away and really go and hit that highway knowing what you got at home?
I would, because that's going to change the whole livelihood of the people. I
Okay.
would have to, and you know what I mean. And I'm the type of person, Mr. 505. I'm willing to say this. I'm okay with getting a writer. I'm looking for a Neil brand that's gonna help me punch my shit up because I want to have the best show. And a lot of people don't understand. Smokey Robinson made 100 hits, 200 hits.
You
He
know,
gave that shit out.
a lot of people don't even know that Neil Brennan is really some of the brain behind Dave Chappelle.
Oh
Who's
yeah,
this guy?
absolutely. Neil
He,
Brennan. I think he's also a comedian, but he's mainly a writer.
Yeah.
he is really like a brainchild behind
Oh,
just like
absolutely.
the comic that I give people that people don't give enough credit. Ari Shaffer. Ari is a brainchild. Um, whenever you get denounced from your religion because of the choices that you make, hey, just know
Yo.
you can't be there's no deeper commitment that you can have to a career when you got to go ahead and give up the religion.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I'm okay with if I had to go on the road right now, and there's a couple people I come to mind like Bubba Dub, right? He got
Hmm.
big off social media. He went viral, and now you're on the road. I would want to find me a Paul Mooney or a Neil Brennan that's going to come with me. I'm gonna tell them what I want to talk about to help me punch it up, or they can write it, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna look at it first, be like, yo, all right, I like that. Rewrite that. I'm okay with that because I want to put the best show for the career. But I'm gonna give them my ideas, and you're gonna write it tailored to me. And I feel like a lot of comedians could be better if they had a motherfucker like a Neil Brand or Paul Mooney that skyrocketed shit. Because I know somebody locally. I'm gonna say his name, Malik Tariq.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
That motherfucker with shit he come up with,
It's brilliant.
brilliant. I'm like, yo, come on the road with me. You gonna write this, bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? Because people don't understand. It's about putting the best show. But I'm gonna give you the topics and premises I want, and I'm gonna tell you these stories. I want you to punch them up, and there's nothing wrong with that. People just got to look at it. A lot of the greatest comedians got guys that help them punch up or write for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how it's really done. Just like you said. But let me ask you a question, right? I'm talking to all of y'all though. Y'all guys familiar with the joke doctor, Jerry Corley from YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He ran for
That dude, right between him and Dark Child and Chocolate Child. Man, they helped me step my comedic game up to a different level, man. But the joke doctor is good, man, because he be talking about how to punch your jokes up and basically showing you how to write your own shit, which is really cool if you ask me. Because, of course you want your writers, but you want to be able to throw some shit together your own too, though.
And I gotta say this, but it's okay. I know it's okay because right now I'm at the, like you said, the small low right now. But if I could, this cat would have some writers.
Yeah, I would too, Rod. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have none, but I would write my own.
Right now, if I had the budget, if I had a budget for a movie, I'm getting some writers. This is what I want to talk about. You know what I mean? But I feel like the problem is a lot of people scared. They want to be, oh man, I could do it myself. Doing it yourself only go but so far. A lot of the greatest people got help. Jesus even got help to the very end. So you can't do everything by yourself, man. You can't do everything by yourself.
Well, that's what I like to hear. Rod put things in perspective. Xander put his nipples up.
Come on, man.
And me and Lord Isaac are still the coolest cats on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have my moments.
That what's up.
That's what's up.
I feel like, Rod, I'm gonna tell you what, I feel like you gave an honest answer. Man, what you got in that juice, bro?
That's Modelo, man. I hope Trump didn't get it fucked up, man. I hope they didn't put no dingleberries in my shit, man.
No, Modelo's in it. Modelo's in it for the money. Plus, they got ties to UFC. Trump's not fucking with that.
Okay.
Hey,
Modelo is gonna be good. You ain't gotta worry about that. Like you might have to check out Corona and Dos Agues, maybe. But
so I know you planning your trip to Austin. Do you plan on stopping by the mothership?
I don't know, man. Because I'm gonna
do it. Do it. You already in the area. Do it.
I'm going to open mic on. I'm gonna be there only for Tuesday. I'm going there Monday. I'm going on Wednesday. I'm already home Wednesday, so I gotta see what the schedule is for open mics. But I'm checking out. My man Dub sent me all the open mics, so I'm gonna check everything out while I'm out there.
Like whenever you do get a chance to travel, if you happen to see a mic, it does help to just go in there and just you already there. I remember I took a trip. I did one of these mics. I was like, I had no idea where the fuck I was. I was like, let me go in here. And they got their own little vibe with it. I was like they done turned this hole in the wall into a nice little speakeasy. I'm like, okay.
I love going into open mics out of town and telling because number one, I'm gonna tell them, hey, I'm from Tennessee, man. If y'all don't mind, let me go. They gonna let you on regardless.
Yeah,
they gonna let you on.
Like it's like a sporadic confidence that just hits you. Like, don't nobody here know me.
Yeah,
and it makes me feel like the best motherfucker in here. Because it's like it takes that weight off your shoulder of like not like you don't want to do good, but you ain't got that weight of what if they don't like me? What like I don't live here. These motherfuckers don't know me, so they giving me a blank slate right here. Like, hey, just come up,
man,
do what you got to do.
Hey, that right there. If you can't bomb when you go out of town like that, boy, that social media, the way that social media is set up, hey man, you gonna
that's a possibility, absolutely. But you're gonna have to weigh that out with I'm gonna get on this stage, or they actually pulled their camera out and pulled this shit. Like,
hey,
I wish I would bomb out of town and somebody pull out a video like, I thought you said you did great in Fairfax. You lying motherfucker. Like, what are you talking about?
Before we get out of here, man, because I know Xander right now looking at this timeshare right now in Maui or Fiji.
That man ain't got no draws on.
Man, come on, dog.
I wouldn't be surprised if that room has a dimmer switch.
But let me say this, man. Do you feel like, because me and Mr. 505 talk regularly, man. I tell my wife, this number right here, this me and my man is talking, this talking game. It's not no fake woman's name. It's not a woman's name, but because I used to back in my day, I used to put men name as woman names on my phone for my ex-wife. But anyway, I said me and him just speak game. That's all it is. But do y'all feel that it's important, it's a comedian's job to write material that is universal in every region?
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead with that.
I wouldn't. Oh, good.
Go ahead, brother.
I wouldn't say it's our job to, because most times if you do your job well enough, that region will ask you to come over and do what you're best at with you. Like if you want to make it universal and you want to like go that extra step with your material, you can. Like your job is to pretty much promote yourself on that stage and like this is what I bring, this is how I like to do it. I'm not above taking criticism or advice. I will do whatever I have to make this work. I would say it's our job to be professional as we go about it because, like, universally speaking, there's a lot of comedians out there who do get to travel and they're doing their exact same material. And the audience around that time, around that world, they see the clips, they're like, they fell in love with that person as a fan, they'll want them out there. Or just like, even if you don't travel, you stay within the country. Like your stuff could be universally known as like, okay, he's known for doing this, he's known for doing that, she's known for doing this, she's known for doing that. It's more or less just finding your fan base at best. That way, if you don't go as far as the others do, you still have that set number of devoted people that keep you in this position that you got yourself to, where you're like, okay, I may only reach this far, but I'm gonna make sure that these people are here to get their money's worth. Like I'm gonna sell a ticket, I'm gonna flip the show, I'm gonna sell this event, I'm gonna keep coming back here. Or if like you want to travel, and you like Xavier said earlier, well Xander, sorry, what Xander said earlier, where he would rather perform in smaller venues and have that more intimate setting. I think that's like our responsibility is to be ourselves above all else. That way, people can identify us as opposed to saying, "Oh, this person is just like this person. I'm gonna pick that person." But it's like, "Oh, I remember them. Well, I know I've seen this." Like something that ties it to you as. I think it's our job to be ourselves. But as for being universally recognized or universally understood, it may not happen that way.
What I mean by universals, name.
Okay,
Let me break that down, right?
all right. Because I might have just went long-winded on that one.
Being long-winded, right?
Yeah.
Universal material is material that's going to hit in other places, love, like down south, up north, wherever you in Baltimore, right? So, do you believe your material will hit in New Orleans?
Hmm. And I'm actually thinking about some of the stuff I say. I believe it would hit.
Okay,
Because like some like premise wise, I do cover premises that you could take over to another state and be like, oh yeah, that shit could happen. Or all right, that might happen. Like some of my wildest stuff, it may be hit or miss. But I believe most of my act, I believe it would hit in another state. It's just about presenting it to them the same way I would anywhere else. Or at least while you're there, learning about the town you're in and being able to tie those experiences that you already have to where they are. That way you can bring them in a bit more like, okay, he at least took time out to look at where he is and what's going on here. Let's hear the rest of this.
because that's why I like to think from right now. Right now, I've been thinking about Hey yo, is this shit going to hit when I write it or whatever? Because I don't really write. I do short little things. Uh,
Hey,
hey,
writing's writing.
I got a bit where I talk about breast milk. I don't like how these niggas touching the breast milk at TSA, and I go about how they touch breast milk. But um, but I feel like that's where you gotta write shit from. If I gotta go on, yesterday I go viral, like Mr. 505 said. If I go viral, do I gotta use catchphrase for the city I'm in? And they might not get. That's why I asked, is it material friendly? Because a lot of people be using Joan and dog and Baltimore slang or whatever. And that shit ain't gonna relate down south or west coast. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Do I write from a universal standard where people will get the material? And that's where I've been writing from. I'm like, would they be able to understand this shit even if I go all the way far west of California, Portland, Washington?
I mean, I would still keep where you're from in your act as well,
I
because
do.
you can also just say like,
I
"While
do.
I'm here, we say this," and then you could probably figure out what their slang is over there and try to do the comparison of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go too universal with it, it just becomes like basic. It just becomes like airplane food in a time where it's comedy, where it's just like anybody gonna talk about that. Like I would say, yeah, I would say yeah. In some respects, like some of it can be universal, but it's like only but so much of it can be before they just realize it's like, yeah, we get that, but you're on stage. Let's hear about you.
Okay. But
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you
You
take too much
gotta,
out,
go ahead.
you gotta. I think, man, like you gotta sell yourself in a humorous way, man. And I
Sure.
don't, because part of comedy is exaggeration. I was watching Tommy Two Smooth. Matter of fact, Ryan, I'm gonna send you the link and you can share it with them guys. But I was watching Tommy Too Smooth do a set. You know, Tommy does characters. But the main thing, one of the things about comedy is gross exaggeration, man. And you have to. That's where the funny come in at is the gross exaggeration. And he was talking about hitting the lottery or something. You know, I can't repeat it because it was like it was a variety of them. But the one thing that I really focused on was his exaggerations was so extreme, you couldn't help but to laugh. It's like, man, that this boy is crazy right here. So that's a lot of time. That's what come up in your punchlines, man. And that's where the comedy, where the humor comes in at is the exaggeration. I can't think of nothing right off the top of my head that would probably make y'all guys laugh. But I know that you definitely wanna that's where your punchline comes out at. It's the exaggeration, man. And that's what that's like I tell this joke, right? Like me and Rod, I realized sitting here listening to you, me and you got a lot of the same kind of humor. I used to talk about prostitutes and all of that shit a lot, my damn self. And I remember my ex-wife, man, she used to get on me about it. But the thing with the exaggerate, for example, right?
Hey, yo, Mr. Papa, you better chill, though. You better, you better
No,
fucking chill, man.
the thing with the exaggeration, right? For example, right? This is one of my warm-up jokes. I might say, yo, man, big shout out to my man Rod, man. Rod is a hell of a dude, man. Clap it up for Rod. Then I say, now Rod, he's a great friend. He's a great comedian. But the thing I really like about Rod, he's a really good liar. Well, I always get a laugh out of that. I say, case in point, me and Rod was on our way to a show. And we was running late because we was stuck in traffic. I'm like, man, we not gonna make it. We're gonna be late. Rod said we're gonna be all right. Next thing you know, an ambulance went whizzing by on the shoulder, and Rod fell in behind it. And we was making great time, And the next thing you know, this cop pulled us over, and he walks up to the car. He look at Rod and said, "Yo, man, you better have a damn good reason why you ride behind that ambulance like that, or I'm gonna run you in." Ron said, my wife is having a baby. And right away, the police officer, he started apologizing. I'm sorry, man. We gotta catch up with that ambulance. We gotta get you up to that hospital. Rod told the man, you damn right we gotta get up to that hospital because I had a vasectomy. I don't want that bitch putting my name on that birth certificate. So it's the exaggeration, man. The exaggeration is where the laugh comes in at. And that's what you do, man. When you like if you like certain material, it's like universal all the way across the board. And I tell that right there, I tell that joke right there in front of a variety of people, black people, white people, whatever kind of people. And they all seem to like that because it's like you don't know where the joke is going at, but the exaggeration is so extreme because the bottom line, it's not about whether the guy having a baby or not. The cop just said, man, you better have a good reason why you riding behind that ambulance, so I'm gonna lock you up. So when you lay the whole premise, setup, and punchline on them, it's so extreme, it makes you like, damn, man, that's crazy right there. So, but go
before
ahead.
before we let motherfuckers out of here, man, let's get this out of the way, man. It's not too many. It's not no black clubs like that, man. So we can't say black and white. It's black people holding things at event centers or whatever. It's only but so many black clubs. How many black clubs do you think Mr. 505 is out here in the United States?
There's I'm gonna say probably 15 major black clubs.
Well, black
Working.
comedy clubs.
Yep.
Comedy clubs.
Oh
And
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
15 what you would call a major comedy club.
Mm.
All right. So how many white comedy clubs are there?
Oh shit.
Millions of them,
Where do we
millions of them,
begin?
millions.
I'm yeah,
Alexander, is
exactly.
Helium a black club?
They have black nights.
Black
Is
nights at white
what
clubs is.
kind of black club in Philly?
Mm,
There is nothing off the top of my head that I know of.
Oh,
I
okay.
I couldn't answer that.
Is there any black clubs in Baltimore? Comedy clubs.
No, like the Baltimore Comedy Factory has black people in it, but it's not a black club.
Okay. Is the
Uh
port, is the port a black comedy club?
Hell no.
Okay.
so Atlanta has three. That I'm just going off of my own mindset.
Uh huh.
Atlanta has three. There's two in Houston. These are just that I know of. Two in Houston. There's one in Denver, Colorado. That's the Comedy Underground in Denver, Colorado. There's one in Miami. I can't think of the name of that one. Um, there's one in Detroit. So I'm just spouting out ones that I know for
So,
certain.
so what does that mean to you?
What that means to me is this. When I travel, and I have traveled doing certain comedy clubs, um, you have to have enough relatable. Number one, let's say this for what it is. Most of the time on black nights, it's still going to be Caucasian people. So you have to have relatable content.
Okay.
And I might be this is not a tutor. I might be the only one that's on here that really has had to travel with a real what they call a A-list comic. And I have had to travel with him, and I knew my job before I got there. My job was to be myself, but to be a shock comic because he doesn't do shock comedy. That comic does not do shock comedy. That comic does basic is a
Well,
great writer.
what is shock comedy to you?
Shock comedy is where I can be as nasty and as raunchy as I want to be. I can tell all the racist jokes that I want to tell. I
All
can
the
tell
filth,
all the
flooring filth.
I can be filthy and raunchy, and I can do that because at the end of the day, his comedy was based upon more current events and realistic things that are going on. So therefore, that blend. You that's how you keep somebody's attention. When and I'm gonna say it for myself. When I book a show, I don't want nobody that's like me. I don't want nobody that's like me because that means I got to change my shit up. And if you come on my show and you start to do shit like me, don't worry about it. I got another bag. I know how to level up, but I'll probably never book you again.
Break,
Never book you.
break that shit down again, man. That shit is, you know what I mean? You swimming over the bush a little bit, man.
I
You,
didn't
Hey,
swim
you,
over. I
real,
didn't swim
hold
over no.
on.
I didn't swim
Real-
over shit. I didn't swim over shit. What I'm saying is this: when we book when A-list comics book shows, a lot of times they're probably going through people that have heard of you. And they're going to bring, there are some comics that want you to be you. There are some comics out there that'll tell you these are jokes that I'm giving it from my own standpoint, that you can't even talk about this how you're on stage. Don't talk about this. This is my joke. I'm only gonna do these kind of jokes. You can't do this. And those are harder people to deal with. Those are harder people to deal with. A lot of comedians don't want to work hard. A-list comedians especially, they don't want to work. They don't want. If you still at club level, if me and you are both in the club level, and I'm funnier than you, I'm gonna be the problem because you're the draw. And if you put too much pressure on the draw, and that crowd is feeling you, and you're now a problem. You're now the problem because not all comics have that extra bag that they can go into. Not everybody got that extra 30, 40 minutes of that change up or can take off and really do another 45 minutes. Not everybody has that. So what I say is you have to have relatable comedy to go across this country that's going to relate. But most of the time, if you're traveling and you're doing that kind of comedy, you've probably already been vetted to the point where they know exactly what you got in your bag.
mm, that shit's real, man. I just want. I'm glad you broke it down, man. I'm glad you broke it down, man, because it's much needed. We about to get out of here. I see my man Lord Ozzy about to his eyes getting loaded, Ichiro. So we about to get out of here, man.
Just,
Let
eh.
me
Hey man, you know what I wanted real quick? Give me so everybody start out right because I want to check y'all out on YouTube, man. Start with my man. Who's the guy in the bottom left? I can't. What is it? 505.
Yeah.
Where you at? Give it. I'm in here. What I'm gonna pull up?
Mr. 505, you can go to Mr. 505 comedy, you can go to any of those. Now I can send you a link.
I got it. I just got it. I wanna go ahead. You can send me the link too. Hold on.
That what's up.
Hold on. So I got you
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you can
Mr.
find my stuff
505.
on
Hold on.
Instagram. I'm working on my YouTube right now to put stuff there again, but
And
it'll be
and
under the
uh
same
and
name.
Zan, and Xander, if you want to, you can go back and look at my look at some of the podcasts that I did because I interview a lot of comedians hand one on one.
I
So
got you pulled up. I got you
yeah,
pulled up. So now
yeah,
I can
you
check
can
you
you
out.
yeah you can see a lot of interviews and like I say, that's everybody from open micer to what's considered an A-list comic.
Got you. Now, what's the other brother? Hold on.
Oh,
Give me your.
yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Heal365, and then when I make my YouTube channel, it'll be under the same name.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go to Instagram real quick.
All right.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Now, what am I looking for?
Heal365. HEEL365.
HHEL.
HEEL.
Okay. Hold on. 365. I got you. What is it? Lord Isaac?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
You know
Cool.
the fucked up funny thing about it is that nigga name, his first name is Isaac. That's my last name. That's
Mhm.
just funny.
Yeah.
That's just funny. And make sure y'all subscribe to Rod Uncensored YouTube, Rod Uncensored
Absolutely.
Comedy YouTube, man.
Hold on, Rod. Give me your YouTube information. Hold
Rod
on.
Uncensored.
Hold on. Stand by, young man. Give me a second. Half the time I be in my own world, man. My lady gets mad at me about my shit, and I say, babe, babe, I've been retired for 21 years, sweetheart. This is where I'm at in life now. Rod Uncensored, right?
Rod Uncensored Comedy.
Hold on. Spell it, man.
ROD.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. ROD.
ROD UNCENS.
C. Hold up. UNCE.
NSORED.
And it's called Rod Uncensored what? Podcast?
Comedy.
Comedy.
It's not the comedy.
I got you.
On
I'm a YouTube boy. Oh, I got you.
But man, let the people, before we get out of here, man, because I don't want to have this shit longer than the Dubai Festival. Let the people know where your social media is and what's your goals for 2026. And we out of here. I'm gonna let Xander go because I know his shit gonna be quick. Go ahead, Xander.
No, man, my goal from 2026 is to do better, man, and stop BSing around so much and actually get it done, man. I be playing too much, man.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let Lord Isaac go because this nigga got this right here. This nigga right here, Mr. 505. This nigga gonna buy land in the Everglades. This nigga right here, man. This nigga, I'm telling you, this nigga right here, one special way from buying Thomas Jefferson house. You know what I mean? That's how many more plays he is away. But Lord Isaac, go ahead, man.
Damn. I don't even care about my dreams now. To saying that he about to go to the moon. This man about to make plutonium in his. He about to make plutonium in his bathtub. I'm like, what the fuck? You just asked me what mine was, and then tell me he about to see color and hear sound. But yeah, for 2026, I want to go and do more festivals. I want to go out and like actually apply to more of those and get myself out there that way. I know there's like 2 of them I'm actually doing applications for this week because certain ones require application fees. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna do the ones I want to go to because if I'm gonna put money down for the application, I'm gonna want to go to that one as opposed to just paying for every last one of them and letting the odds be in my favor. So I would say for 2026, like branch out a bit more comedy through festivals and other like special events where they actually do have forms like, hey, sign up for this. I'm like, shit, I'll go out there.
And you got some shit coming up. Let the people know what shit you got coming up. I've seen you.
Oh yeah, I got I have a set at Nottingham's on October 24th coming up, and I also have a show November 7th at Church on the Block for Audrey Herman's 100th birthday celebration. That's with Spotlight Theaters, and then I'm working on something for December. But once I actually have information on that, it'll be on my page when I actually lock that in. Because they just kind of messaged me and said, "Hey, we want this." I was like, "All right, cool. Let's talk about that." And I haven't seen them read it yet, so I'm like, once I know about that, then I'll be able to mark it for December.
That's why I got you go before, because this nigga right here, man, this nigga's team, man, he's like KD when he went to the Warriors. So that's why I let you go first. Because
I feel like I'm the visiting team on this podcast. You about to bring out the next starting lineup.
What this nigga about to say, he ain't gonna try to buy the red for $3 like Chris Rock. Oh, I'm gonna get you something. This nigga's you go ahead, man. Finish up, man.
For 2026, my goal for 2026 is to have a syndicated show that is running weekly. Story time with 505, where I am doing shows that are based around storytelling. doing that weekly. I think I've actually locked the venue in already today to start doing that.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You see that shit? You see how he did that shit so heavily, and he said that shit real slick. That's what. Come on, man. Go ahead, man.
I
Go ahead,
I,
man.
I
Go ahead.
think, but that is the plan for 2026 is to try to have a syndicated show that is for us and by us. Uh, real black comedians doing real things together and trying to and everybody gets paid because you not everybody gets
You know,
paid.
some Martin Luther King shit, man. Go ahead, man.
Well, everybody gets paid. So yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all, but just know if y'all shoot me a inbox, I got the Naked Truth this weekend. Naked Truth, Sinful Preacher's Kid, and School Days. If y'all send me y'all stuff, I can actually send y'all a link because certain invitations are gonna be sent out where y'all can actually view the entire comedy show, both comedy shows.
Ooh.
I can send y'all the link where y'all can see this special that I'm filming. Like I
Um,
said, yeah, it's gonna be live.
God, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
live.
man.
Naked Truth, 3 School Days, and Naked Truth, Sinful Preacher's Kid, all in one night. If y'all can stay up from 7 p.m. Central Time to 11 p.m.,
Ooh.
I can guarantee that you're gonna see some of the funniest shit you ever seen in your life. I know Xander gonna be up drinking coffee, but
I
it
got
is
some.
what it is.
I got. Matter of fact, I got some espresso. I'm gonna put on right now, man.
And
You
that
made me
is
think about it.
crazy as fuck. Here
Oh
it is.
wow.
Even a drink. And on that note, hey,
He about to hop out that onesie.
Rod, I'm gonna tell you what, my brother. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for giving me a place on your podcast. I thank you. I really appreciate it.
I do too, man. I needed something like this, man. And I appreciate y'all guys, man.
Always a pleasure to be on your podcast, sir. Look forward to the next
Again,
one in that forum.
again, man. I appreciate all y'all coming on, man, because God damn them bitches. Right. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming on, man, because there's a lot of people right now in the situation where they thinking about doing this shit, man. You know what I mean? Doing this comedy shit, and they want to know what's going on in these comedy streets. What's going down in Tennessee? What's
Hey,
going
you know
down?
what though? Real quick, you guys said something that I was that I think I feel I should say something about it. I'm suspicious of a lot of these comedy festivals, man. You know, because these guys, one of the things I learned about from being in comedy, I'm not talking about people like Marvin and Fenris. Them guys are pretty solid. But this comedy thing, man, is a goddamn grift, man, too, man. And one of the things I don't like about the comedy festival is, you know, you send them some money and you send them your material and they decide whether they want to choose you or not. And I got a bad taste in my mouth with the last comedy festival I went to, not Hope Flood's comedy festival, but a comedy festival I signed up for, man, because it's like, you know, it was like 3 or 4 comedy festivals, man. I'm sending in a demo. I'm sending them $25. Man, how I know y'all ain't just keeping my money and stealing my jokes, man?
That's a
Man,
good question.
oh man, I hate to do this, but God, man, I'm trying to behave. Then it triggered me.
Now, what's something to think about? I'm not saying that they're doing it, but I know I didn't like it, man. It's like, man, I don't, you know, because I remember like because I stopped messing with comedy festivals, man. Like I'll go to another, like Hope Flood. I went to Hope Flood's comedy festival in Atlanta, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. It was a good comedy festival, and it was really, really cool. So anything that Hope, like I think the last time she had one, it was in I think she might have had it out in LA, and I wasn't going to LA. But if she have anything like in Atlanta or anything that I say, all right, that's reasonable, because it's like I'm not gonna go hang out in California. It's too expensive. But her comedy festival was cool. I'm not talking about Hope's joint, but other than Hope Flood's comedy festival, I must have signed up for like 10 comedy festivals, man. And it's like I ain't get picked for none of them. Everybody emailing me back talking about some sorry, this, and it's like I'm like, damn, man, this seemed like a racket to me, man. I don't like it, man. So that's how I feel. I'm not saying that all comedy festivals are bad, but with the exception of Hope Flood,
research.
Huh?
No, I said it definitely pays to do your research to avoid
Yeah,
those
man.
types of situations.
Comedy festivals left a bad taste in my mouth, man.
I gotta say this. I know a comedy festival about to go down. I'm gonna say that. The dude told me, he said, Rod, I don't know what you're capable of, but you still gotta send the video out. I said, all right, man. I said, I'm getting compensated? Nah. I said, all right. I come watch. That's it. I'm not. I'm at the position unless it's the SFS or something big. I'm not putting my name in it.
Right.
Because it's nothing to gain from it. Like the Baltimore does one.
I was in that one this year.
And I heard a couple cats, they don't get nothing from it.
It's a money. You know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. Just like right now, if we wanted to right now, the four of us could throw a comedy festival, and it's a money grab, man. And like I said, I'm not bashing comedy festivals. I'm sure some good comedy festivals. I'm just saying,
comedians are like crackheads. We are so desperate for the stage time.
Right.
We pay for it.
Right.
McGroovy does a thing where you got to bring everybody there to win Comedian of the Year.
Well, that's how, if you look at all, like when they had the festival, like not the festivals, the comedy contest, right? You got the comedy competition.
Those I got issue with certain comedy competitions.
Right. Because you know why you got issues with them? Because if you bring if I bring 20 people and you can sell 100 tickets, guess who's going to win the comedy competition?
It's a bringer show. It's like then I did an actual contest like back in September. And then the guy that won, I found out later, like 2 days after the competition, that dude did somebody else's set word for word, bar for bar.
Wow.
At the comedy con. I was like, I would rather lose to the actual writer of it than to find out this dude just came in and wrote his paper the same day and got an A. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow. You know what, man? That's why I had to just think about. That's part. Listen, what I'm saying. I want to more than anything.
Mr. Bob, you gotta go. You can go, brother.
All right, no, we'll talk about it next week. Next week.
Talk about Mr. 5-5. You know what I mean? This nigga right here, he buying lead in the Everglades right now, man. He's buying half a foot right now.
Hey man, I gotta call my lady, man. I love y'all guys. Brad, I see you Tuesday.
He gonna come all the way out that shirt.
All right,
that man,
yes, sir.
That man finna get up.
Hold on. What you say? Comedy festival. I'm gonna put that in my head and I'm gonna make a slide right now.
That man finna get on Google Meet right now.
When we see each other Tuesday, we'll talk about it.
All
that
right,
man getting on Google Meet right now to talk to his gay naked.
He gonna have his music playing in the background. You just gonna hear drifting on a memory.
Hey man, listen, it's always a pleasure, guys. Talk to you.
Always a pleasure.
Salute.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Can't hear you now, Rod.
I appreciate you.
You muted, Rod.
I'm not muted.
I can hear him.
You're muted, Rod.
I'm unmuted. I appreciate you coming on, man. And I'll see y'all next week, man. Whoever come next week, man. I appreciate it.
All right.